It is time for the Egg Timer Hour again
Oh my God!
with Brandon and David.
You said time twice.
A time or
It
two.
is time for the time egg
timer. So here we are.
You ruined it. Start over. Hit stop. Hit
So-
stop.
Is this the Christmas special?
Yes, this is our Egg Timer Hour Christmas Spectacular.
So to speak. We're just in the Christmas mood, I think. So we just want to talk about Christmas. It is important.
Yes. It's
I
hard not
think-
to be in the Christmas mood. I walked in your house, some tree, presents under it.
Well, we spent all friggin' day Sunday.
What? Putting up the tree
All
and
that
wrapping
crap.
presents, and
We've already been
I haven't
shopping.
wrapped the first present yet.
But thing I'm excited for Christmas is Star Wars.
Ooh,
The Last
remember the
Jedi.
Star Wars?
Oh, I remember.
I've been watching that season of South Park. It is excellent. Season 20.
Oh, I remember. It's Mark Hamill. He was fantastic.
And you're going to see Star Wars.
Yeah, tomorrow's the big day. I've been trying real hard to avoid spoilers. I really want to look up spoilers because they've already viewed the thing.
So
for
would
people.
if you read what happens, it would really ruin the movie for you.
Yeah, I've read reviews, non-spoiler reviews, and that's basically what they said. Is like, don't go in there knowing what's going to happen because it's a big deal.
Yeah.
So what do you think the big deal is?
To be honest, I think it has to do with Rey's bloodline.
Well, yeah, that's definitely supposed to be in there.
And they're teasing an awful lot that she's going to go to the dark side. So I think that's
Yeah,
not it.
Total
It's too obvious.
misdirection. Here's what's gonna happen: Kylo Ren's gonna get killed by Snoke because he's like, Rey's so powerful, and then Rey's like, and she picks up Kylo's lightsaber, and I don't know.
And then kills.
Nah, Snoke
Kylo?
can't die in this. No, Kylo's already dead. Snoke killed him.
Oh, you said that. That's right. Huh. See, Brandon invited me. You invited me to go. I love Star Wars, and I will probably see it 3 times before Sunday.
Yeah,
But I'm just like, I can't do the 9 o'clock. I'm old.
it's 10 after 8.
Uh,
So by the time this is airing tomorrow, I will be watching that movie.
You'd be watching the new
Yeah.
Star Wars movie.
Woohoo!
See, spoilers don't ruin it for me. You could totally.
It does. Any other time I'll be like looking up spoilers. I don't care. I'll still go see. They usually don't ruin the movie for me, but it's like it's a Star Wars movie, and they're
Mhm.
like, they say don't ruin the surprise. So I've
Well,
waited this long.
I've heard you say that about other things, though. I think you just don't like spoilers.
No, I like spoilers.
I've heard you talk about like Walking Dead. You didn't like hearing what happened before you got a chance to watch it.
Maybe, maybe there's some things where I don't want to spoil, but
And Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
I remember you talking about that.
Breaking Bad is awesome.
But spoiler, you could call me tomorrow after movies over and tell me everything that happened, and I still would enjoy
Well,
it.
good because I'm gonna need to talk to somebody.
Good. that
It's
I have to
going to be
spill
a
my
hard
guts.
time talking to my brother because I don't think he's going to see it till after the weekends. I'm like, go see it tonight. I'll just be brimming with spoilers.
Now, do you think Lucasfilms and Disney they're aiming for Christmas? Because it seems like
Yeah,
When
the
The
Star
Force
Wars
Awakens
used to
came
be
out, it
it used to be like summertime movies. That's usually when they would release them, and now they become Christmas. It kind of worked out, I think, because they're releasing Marvel movies and Star Wars movies. They're not really going to compete with themselves, so they.
Disney has Marvel too.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting that. Disney's just not going to be happy until they take over everything. Didn't they just
Well,
buy
they're
Fox?
smart. They're about to, hopefully. They just want the comic book rights. They would have their sports and their news. They're just after the Marvel stuff, I think. But
Well,
they were
who
gonna
does Fox own?
they were gonna buy a certain studio, I think is what it was.
Who does Fox own of Marvel?
Fantastic Four.
Ugh.
They own Deadpool too? I think they own Deadpool. That's why
I don't know.
yeah. There's a whole bunch of stuff with that. That's why there's no
So Disney
Hulk
didn't make any
movie.
money off Deadpool.
No. I don't think so.
That's what it is. Because they're like, holy shit, this Deadpool's
Well,
going to make
yeah.
a lot of money. That's
Deadpool
exactly
didn't
what
bomb.
it is. And Deadpool 2 is getting ready to come out.
Yeah. It's gonna be pretty cool too.
Oh yeah, that's I didn't know this. That's exactly why they're buying Fox.
Well, yeah.
Like,
They want that's what makes me so upset about DC is DC can't get anything right.
Sorry, folks. Brandon just ran his hands through his hair, and his hair's sticking straight up.
Oh, well, it'll do that. But DC, they have the rights to all their characters.
Too much product. Oh, go ahead.
Marvel didn't even have Spider-Man whenever they first launched. They
I knew
had
that
Iron Man.
Sony's
Yeah.
on.
So it's just their Superman can't they had to digitally remove his mustache, and there's a problem with your franchise if that's it's in his contract that he couldn't shave his mustache for Mission Impossible or whatever.
Yeah.
Should have been in his contract that if you're Superman, you're going to do what we say.
Yeah.
You're the dude of the DC universe, and they can't pull it off.
I think Batman's the dude.
Yeah, but not when he's Ben Affleck.
That's true.
Sorry, Ben.
I've watched Dark Knight Begins, or Batman Begins, Dark Knight, and Batman Rise, whatever it's
Batman Rises.
Jesus.
The
I've
Batman.
watched them so many times, and I've not even seen Suicide Squad. I've not seen.
It's terrible.
I saw Batman versus Superman with you.
Yeah.
but I have no interest in it.
But-
Batman is such. Was it Nolan? Christopher Nolan?
Mm-hmm.
He did it right with the Batman trilogy.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, he executive produced these other movies, and they're crap. I
What
don't know if
movie-
he did Justice League, but he did the Man of Steel, I think.
Man of Steel, I was really pumped when that came out. I was like, they're going to do it right. They're
I
gonna do it
thought
right.
that was good. I
liked
was
it.
happy with it.
Yep.
But then they ruined it with Batman, Superman. Just
Yep.
ugh.
What's his name? Henry
Cavill.
Cavill? He's
And
going to do.
he's fine.
It's not his fault.
Yeah, it's
He's
not,
going to do
yeah,
whatever the studio tells him to do.
exactly. And he does a great job as Superman. It's just
Yeah.
a shame they can't. I don't know.
Be like, guys, this script is poop.
Yeah, they bring in Joss Whedon to try and make some sense of it,
Yeah.
and I wonder if he's happy that his name's attached to Justice League. I haven't seen it yet. It might be. I might love it, but
I will tell you,
I've refused to see any DC stuff after the terrible stuff they've been putting out.
my wife, like, she isn't like, ooh, the new Thor movie, but she'll watch it with me.
Yeah,
Batman
she'll like it if it's entertaining, and that movie's
Batman vs.
Really
Superman is the
entertaining.
only movie I've seen her walk out of.
yeah.
And her biggest, she's like, will Brandon be mad?
It's like I bought your
Will he be
ticket.
bad?
You're gonna sit here and watch this terrible filth.
But yeah, that's only because
Yeah.
I could go home and put on Deadpool or any Marvel movie
Because they're
for
good.
Batman and she'll watch it. Yeah, exactly.
She can tell a turd when she sees it.
Yep.
So good for her. I had, suspension of disbelief. It's good. Give it a chance.
yeah,
Let it
it's
grow
okay.
on you. You got to see it like 3 times.
After the 5th time viewing it,
It's pretty
it's
okay. It's
Yeah.
all right. You just overlook a whole bunch of plot holes. Which
Norm-
Marvel has plot holes too.
Oh yeah. Normally, I have a problem when big companies like take over. Like when Disney took over Marvel, I remember thinking, "Oh my God!" And
Smart.
they've actually
I mean,
they
they
just get better and better.
they just keep appealing to basically the same generation
I think they
because
spend more money on peer groups too
yeah,
than DC does.
I'd say Disney was probably at its until now at its largest. Like when we were in the early '80s, when we were growing up, those movies coming out, well, all through the '80s, really.
Yeah.
Like all their animated movies, and then nobody really cared about animated movies after digital animation. So then they went to comic books,
Yeah.
stuff like that, Star Wars.
Well,
That's what those kids are into. So let's own that and make those. They'll be making Star Wars movies long after you and I are gone.
Oh, totally. And they'll keep right on chugging along with Marvel movies
Right.
and digitally, like hologramming in Stan Lee or something.
It'll be awesome. So
That will happen for years. Mark my
yay for
words.
Disney and Marvel. I mean, I don't have a problem
Marvel's
with it.
always had a presence. I mean,
Mhm.
they had the Lou Ferrigno Hulk show in the 70s.
It was awesome.
The Spider-Man show. I love that. I don't remember that dude's name, but
I don't
the
think-
live-action Spider-Man
I
television
can watch
show.
the Lou Ferrigno Hulk, and it's still all right. But that Spider-Man show, I don't know.
It's pretty rough.
It
but
wasn't
I enjoy it.
short-lived.
Huh?
There wasn't many episodes of it, was there?
You know, I don't know.
Or I think there was just a movie or something. Was there an actual show?
Yeah, there was a show.
Okay, Google.
Okay, Google. How long did the Spider-Man television show in the 70s and 80s run for? I suck at Googling. The Amazing Spider-Man television series.
You're gonna get a bunch of animated stuff.
No, the first live-action television show
Uh-huh.
about the Marvel Comics hero.
Yeah.
Uh,
And
it
Yeah.
is based on Spider-Man.
And then.
And then,
And then.
remember Spider-Man? There
Remember?
was 2 seasons, 13 episodes in each season, and the running time was
Really?
40 to 45 minutes.
Well,
Started
maybe
in
I need to watch
77,
it.
ended in 79. And it's it's like Batman. It's
Yeah.
cheesy. The 60s Batman show. But
Batman's way more memorable, I think, than that Spider-Man
Ooh,
show.
remember Batman?
Remember? Oh, I remember. Remember Cesar Romero? He had a mustache, and his Joker still worked. Why didn't they let Superman have the mustache?
Oh, they did. Yeah.
Yeah,
He-
he's painting over his mustache.
Yeah. That is a great show.
Shark repellent bat spray.
Quick, Robin, I need the shark repellent. Oh God, it's horrible. Well, there was a Batman even before that, wasn't there? A black and white Batman
Yeah,
back in the
I've
day?
never really watched
And
that.
Superman.
George Reeves,
Yeah.
who's from our area.
Oh yeah, he's from
Mhm,
Ashland, isn't
mhm.
he? I've heard your dad tell stories about him before.
Yeah, he killed himself. That's a whole nother topic unto itself.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
And Ben Affleck played him in a movie. Yeah, there's a George Reeves movie that Ben Affleck. Okay, Google.
They made so Ben Affleck played the guy who played the original Batman. Then he later went on to play Batman.
Yeah, I think so. What was that movie?
I don't know. I've never heard of it till now.
Oh my gosh, we need to be more prepared. It'd
Is
be
it-
cool if we knew what we was talking about here.
No, that's a movie where he was an accountant for the mob.
Yeah, The Accountant.
Yeah. What?
Hollywoodland
See, this is all news to me.
came out in 2006 with Adrian Brody.
That's kind of
Uh,
cool. That's a cool little thing.
Yeah, Ben Affleck plays George Reeves.
That's a cool little thing. See, you learn something every day.
Yeah. A
Useless
detective
knowledge.
examines the mysterious death of George Reeves, the star of the television series Adventures of Superman, 1952. So, yeah, maybe Ben Affleck was good in that.
Maybe.
Do
be.
you bleed, God?
You will. Man, we are really nerding out. We've been on the
Yeah,
air
I don't
for-
mind the nerding out.
I'll,
It's fun.
I'm a nerd.
Let's talk about what you know, I guess.
Yeah.
So, we should probably talk about some music stuffs.
I want to talk about Joshua Homme.
Uh,
Your man.
yeah. Man Crush got in trouble, man.
He sure did. There's a lot
Being
of
a
things.
dick.
There's a lot of things I wanted to bring up to you. And I just
Yeah.
forgot. I'm glad I did though, so we can talk about it on air.
That's a douche move, totally.
For those of you that don't know, he had a concert 3 nights ago,
Yeah, it was Sunday night, I think.
or Sunday night, and he's
Chelsea Lauren was a photographer for Variety, and she was right up front.
Yep,
and
taking pictures of the band.
and he just walks by her and looks at her once, and next time he comes through, he like sideswipes the camera, but she gets a face full of camera, maybe some boot too.
Yep, he
It's-
kicks the camera,
Yeah,
and it
and it's not like there wasn't supposed to be pictures being taken and stuff. He was just, and the pictures she got. Did you see the pictures? Like her, like
Oh, where he was smiling,
yeah,
He was looking
he's
at her
looking
smiling?
down, just got this.
big shit-eating
Yeah.
grin on his face.
But
I
he
think-
owned up to it. He was like, "It was a dick move. I'm sorry."
Well, he
yeah.
did originally. He posted that vague. While I was lost in
Yeah.
the performance,
Lost in being a douche.
and, while I was lost in the performance, I thought I was kicking lights and realized I'd kicked
But yeah,
this
I
poor
mean,
photographer. I do think it's ridiculous.
maybe he just needs
If
a
you
break.
go to Queens of the Stone Age,
Uh-huh.
Facebook, website, anything, thousands upon thousands of people like, you dick, I can't believe you did that.
Well, yeah, there's always going to be
And that
that.
goes back to no publicity is bad publicity.
Yeah.
I guarantee they are more famous now because of this. But anyway,
Probably.
I got sidetracked. After he posted his original apology, I think the internet trolls basically let him know, not cool,
Well,
this is
yeah.
insincere.
So
within
then he
a
got on
matter of
Instagram,
hours, he
but
did a
he's not
video.
he's not a big social, like you won't find a Josh Homme Twitter account or Facebook. It's all fan run stuff.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I'm sure somebody else does it at Queens of Stone. It's just he just don't do that. But I mean,
He released
Yeah.
a video, and the video did seem sincere. He almost appeared to be
but
in
to say
tears,
that he was lost in a performance, maybe he was lost in his buzz.
I
This
think.
dude drinks some tequila, and tequila makes you do some crazy stuff. Who knows if he's on anything else?
But again, I'm not condemning him because
Yeah.
everybody does stupid stuff.
Yeah, I just you
The
don't
fact
want to see
that
somebody
we're-
do bad, but it's cool. I think it's cool that he recognizes that he did something that was way out of line.
He was very vague
Yeah.
about like certain things. Like, I've got some things on myself I've got to work on.
Yeah,
And
and,
I've gotta
that's
figure
no
some
one's
things out.
business but
No.
his. So
It got pretty out of hand. Like, I read an article on Yahoo where Brody Dale, his wife, had posted, like, been married to this man for 13 years. Thousands upon thousands of people just descended on her, like, hope he don't hit you in
Oh,
the face,
yeah.
bitch. And it's horrible.
I did see something about
like,
that
what
too.
does that- what
People
does that
just attacking
accomplish?
her. Yeah,
But I knew you.
it's trolls, man.
I've been eager to talk to you about this because I know
Yeah.
that's your idol there.
It's
Did you see
another.
that Pearl Jam?
That's what I was getting ready to say.
Pearl Jam. That's
Jill
what I want
Vedder.
to talk to you about. His wife.
Yeah,
Eddie Vedder's
she
wife?
said he's a piece of shit. What did she say?
He's a piece of shit, and she never liked it.
Yeah, I'm so very sorry this happened to you. This guy is a piece of shit. Never liked him. I'm horrified and truly disgusted.
Yeah, I've been wanting to ask you what you thought about that little. So that's like the wife
Just
of your
kinda
main
surprised,
idol
yeah.
talking shit about your second
That
idol.
is just crazy. Yeah, well, And he's played with Eddie and stuff too.
Oh,
Like
I've
he was
seen-
at
yeah,
PJ20
I've seen those
and
videos.
yeah, and I think they both like each other's music. Is there some ties in there, like Stone Gossard signed Queens of Stone Age and whatnots?
Oh yeah, we've talked about that on
Mhm.
a previous show. I think, and like I said, who am I? My opinion doesn't matter, but I think it's probably pretty true that he got lost in the music. Mix
Dude,
that with the combination of alcohol.
He might just need to get off the road for a little bit because
I
they've
think
been going hard for a while.
The camera flash might have just pissed him off momentarily. He
Or
gave a
just who
cue.
knows what he was
Yeah.
feeling like.
He might. Sometimes you just want to
Still
destroy
just-
things.
Yeah, he's not he's
A
kind
point,
of got a temper, I think.
a point that you made that made perfect sense for me. We were texting about it, and you said something about Iggy Pop influence.
Oh yeah.
And that
Because
that
already
rang
he
true
cut
to
his
me.
head too.
Oh yeah, and Iggy loved to cut himself. And all
Yeah.
that crazy.
Whenever I heard that he cut himself, I was like, oh, that's an Iggy thing.
He just spent a lot
And-
of time with Iggy Pop.
It looks like a Ric Flair kind of thing what he did to himself. It looks like he cut just a little spot in his
Oh
forehead.
yeah,
just to
wrestlers
make-
did that all the time. So
just a little thing, but it's
it makes the performance more.
yeah,
Marilyn Manson does it all the time.
I
Iggy
guess.
Pop did it.
it's is a little demented, but I don't know. Dude I'm looking at his picture at the cut and stuff. It looks a little bloated and whatnot. Maybe I'll leave up the tequila.
Yep. But it doesn't change anything for me.
Yeah, I still love the music.
Now, if he had done something more severe, murdered someone or sexually assaulted
Diddled
someone,
some
I'd be like,
kids.
I'm done with this
Yeah.
guy. But I mean, God, I don't want to get into this sexism thing, but
Ooh, do tell.
the reason people seem to be the most upset is because he kicked a woman.
Because what? He kicked a woman?
Yes, and I think if Josh Homme had the type of issues that he likes
Well,
to
for me,
abuse
it's just
women,
that
it
he
would have
just-
came out before now.
He just kicked somebody.
Yes, I think
He saw a
he
camera.
didn't see a girl; he saw a person standing there.
Yeah. But
That's why everybody is so outraged.
Yeah, who knows what's going through his head, man.
I wish him the best, and I hope he gets it together. And
A speedy recovery.
I hate to see.
Are they still playing? I don't even know if they're doing any
Yeah, they're
shows
still
right now.
touring. I see where like certain people you can look back and see like they needed a break and they didn't take one dead. Like Kurt Cobain. I don't see that happen to Queens of Stone Age.
I hope not.
So I hope he does. What I'm getting at is I hope he does what he needs to do. Screw that tour.
Yeah.
He's
Just
mental
don't do
health
it.
and stuff like that.
I was thinking about that too, because like Neil Young talking about Kurt Cobain,
Mhm.
he said he wished he could have spoke to him before. He just tell him to just quit, just get off the road,
Yeah,
go.
stop.
Yeah, you don't have to do anything you don't want to do.
When in Kurt's suicide note, didn't it say something like, "I hate being a rock star. It's so demanding." And yeah, because Courtney
Something to that
read the
effect.
note and was like, "Then just stop."
Yeah.
Yeah, because I just hate
Felt
to
like
see
he was
people
faking
feel,
it.
I couldn't imagine the pressure on guys like that. Josh Homme probably all day long, every day has managers, agents. You got to do this. You got to do this. You got to do this.
I don't know. I imagine their stuff being a little bit more. I can't imagine him doing it a way he didn't want to do it.
Man, you kind of describing him like I don't know a lot about the guy.
Yeah.
You kind of describe him like he's a dick.
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. If that's what makes someone a dick, I don't know. That's what a lot of people say about it.
Yeah.
Who knows? I don't know the dude.
Well, I guess that's unfair to say. It's not a dick if you just know how you like things.
Yeah.
I would rather be that way. I'm not that way. I'm more like, oh, you want to kick me in
Well,
the face? Okay.
you think about Queens of Stone Age lineup, forever it was mainly just him and Nick Oliveri,
Mhm.
and then they parted ways in 04, so it's a bit, I mean,
That's because Nick, like,
assaulted his girlfriend.
Yeah.
I guess, was it Brody or was it a different girlfriend?
I don't know.
I don't either.
Well, they've been married like 13 years or something, so it probably was him. Her, I mean.
Mm-hmm. I think it was something like that. It happened on a couple different occasions, and they split.
So he beat.
But it's basically two guys.
So the guy beat his girlfriend.
I guess something.
So that'd be the equivalent like if you and me are in a band. If you beat up my wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, that break the band up. That'll do it.
That'll end just about anything.
Yeah.
Any partnership of any kind. Oh, done. You done beat my wife. If
I don't-
anybody's gonna beat my wife, it's gonna be me.
I don't see that happening in any scenario, and the other
No.
dude being like, "She
Okay.
had it coming,
Yeah.
man." Yeah, that would ruin a relationship, a friendship.
Probably bring about some charges.
But I have a hard time. There's plenty of times where people do things. I have a hard time with being like, I'm completely done with them. Because A, you don't know what they're going through. You don't
Right.
know what all happened. You don't.
Yeah.
You weren't there. Like, I just couldn't imagine. Just because someone does something stupid doesn't mean their art is taboo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sometimes people are just sorry because they got caught.
Absolutely. He's sorry because people are harassing him.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's just
but,
a dick move, man.
like we've talked about it on here before. The band Power Bottom.
Mm-hmm.
What he did or didn't do, allegedly did, is awful.
Yeah, that's one thing we should say is
That
that
doesn't negate the
allegedly
fact that-
Josh Homme had kicked someone.
That's not alleged though, is it? You can see the video.
Yeah. Well, just in case.
Go to YouTube and search Josh Homme kick. You'll find it.
Whap.
It'll be the top one.
Kapow.
But it doesn't negate the fact that the art is still good.
Right. Sometimes it does for me.
Really?
Sometimes, yeah. I don't know why that is. It's like if I don't like someone I think I've said this before. If I don't like someone as a person, then I'm not going to like their music.
Yeah.
Or whatever I guess I perceive of that person because you don't know these people.
That's true. Huh.
I don't know why that matters.
It doesn't. Sorry, had to belch. Oh God. It doesn't affect me in the sense of like, if it's something awful, I'm gonna be like, "Ooh, screw those guys." Like you said, if they do something to kids or something,
Yeah.
I would never listen to them again. But when they just are drunk and do something stupid, I'm like, I'm not gonna not listen to them because of that.
I couldn't imagine if like Eddie Vedder turned out to be had a kiddie porn dungeon or something. I'd be like, ooh. Would I still listen to Pearl Jam? I don't know.
I would see something like that. I'd be like, I'm done. Yep.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's such a bizarre system. Everything is. People get so offended so quick. Go if you guys
there's
don't believe me.
so much access to information. It's like
Yeah.
as soon as that happened, it was everywhere.
Worldwide.
Yeah.
If you don't believe me, and you're bored and go to Queens of Stone Age Facebook page. You will see nothing but "you should kill yourself, you son of a bitch." And,
Really, I haven't even looked.
It's
really.
horrible. And then you got vague messages like they were supposed to play some rock festival coming up before too long.
It's not SoCal again, is it?
No.
Are they doing that again?
But the venue that had the place released and said, "Hey, we promised we were going to announce the lineup today, but due to some of the actions of one of our acts, we haven't decided, and we will release it at a later date." And everybody was sharing it to the Queens of Stone Age Facebook page, going, "Wonder what this is about."
Yeah. What did we do?
And you know what they're doing? They're waiting
Right.
until the heat dies off and see if the heat dies off.
Right.
And then
Which
they'll
I
just
think-
get them. And if this will be forgotten in a week.
It might already be.
Yes.
We just need something to talk about.
Well, and what we're doing is exactly the kind of thing that perpetuates crap like this.
Exactly.
Talking about
So
it.
we're
is what
part of
keeps
the
it going.
problem.
Oh, absolutely.
So let's move on.
Let's move on.
Moving on.
But
up.
anyway, don't kick people in the face, though. Seriously.
Yeah, don't be a dick musician and start sideswiping people.
Yes.
He pretended like he didn't hit her. You clearly see his head just.
Oh my God, that's so
Anyway,
ridiculous.
I wanted to talk about something near and dear to our hearts: cyberbullying.
I don't want to talk about that.
You don't want to talk about that?
No, I'm just kidding.
Did you see the video of the little kid, Keaton?
Huh?
The little boy talking
the
about.
mom supposedly racist.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's holding a Confederate flag or whatever. That poor kid talking about, he's got the speech impediment, talking about like making fun of people just because they're different.
Oh, yeah.
Don't do
He's
it.
crying.
Yeah. And like Chris Evans is going to take him to Infinity War premiere now or whatever. Going back to Marvel stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who's taking him?
Chris Evans, Captain America.
I could see Chris Evans doing that. Good old Captain America coming through for the kids.
So it's just so sad, man.
It is.
That kid's just
You shouldn't make fun of
Yeah.
anybody. Like, you're a ginger. But anyway,
Exactly. So that's why it's hard for me to be like,
Look at
whenever
him
you
sitting
talk
over there
about
all pale.
cyberbullying, I'm like, I was bullied too. Character builder.
Yep.
That kid needs to suck it up. Part of me is like looking at that kid, being like, suck it up. But then it's got I didn't grow up in the time of social media, so it might be
it probably would have
that
been a whole
much
lot
worse. Yeah. So you got to be a strong kid to get through
Well,
that.
Words hurt.
Well,
but-
especially when you're a kid and you just don't
There's
know
days,
who
I
you
remember
are.
one time a kid said I reminded him of a Thanksgiving turkey because I had a big belly and real tiny legs.
Jeez.
And to this day, I think about that. I'm like, you son of a
Savage,
bitch.
I'll show you a turkey.
But I guess where that comes from is I survived it. It still pisses me
Right.
off when I think about it. So that's why it's so easy to be like, suck it up, buttercup.
But yeah, you made a good point. I'm a ginger.
So
So
pale.
I got
So
made
pale.
fun. Yeah. No shit.
I got my shades on because
It's like, yeah.
light vibrating off of his skin. Milky white skin.
Anytime I'd wear shorts, people would be like, "Man, you got some white legs." It's like, no shit. I've never heard that before.
You never wear shorts.
I wonder why.
Seriously. You let it get to you, didn't you?
Yeah. Scarred for life. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, that, like the stuff like the turkey thing, that hurt. I was one of those kids that'd walk around and do this. I'd always tug at my shirt, hide my belly after that. And it's so bizarre. I think in some kind of need of self-preservation, I used to obsess with about how I looked. And I went through a phase where I was walking miles a day, and I went from one extreme to another. Now I'm just like,
who cares?
Screw it. F 'em, man.
Right.
But that kid,
Give me a donut.
I don't mean this to sound like horrible, but I think the reason that is so touching is because that kid obviously has some developmental delays, or I think.
Really?
I think it's pretty visible, and people see it and they're like, this poor, kid is getting picked on. The most fascinating thing about that whole scenario, people are supporting the kid. And then when it came out that the mom had a Facebook picture with a Confederate flag,
Right.
they're like, screw that kid, he's probably racist too. I'm like, oh my God, that doesn't.
People turn on a dime on. Who knows if that's?
know
I haven't
what I'm
even looked
saying?
at the pictures about the mom holding a flag. I don't even care about that flag, or whatever flag you're holding. Who cares? You can't trust any photo on the internet. I mean,
Oh, that's absolutely.
she could have been folding a sheet for all we know.
But at the same time, even
Or
if
Ku Klux Klan sheet.
even if she did, yeah, I bet she's hanging a sheet, all right. But even if she was racist, like they're like, good. I'm glad you're getting picked on, kid. You're probably racist too.
Right.
Like he's still a child.
Yeah. What the hell?
It's real easy. I flip flop on the topic because it's so easy. Like, I think, like you said earlier, suck it up, Buttercup.
Yeah.
But if you had a kid and that was your kid, you'd feel totally different.
Well,
You'd be like, I'll
absolutely.
kill every one of you little bastards.
That's my boy.
Yep. So it's so tricky. It's so hard to say, here's how I feel about it, because I can see it from both sides.
Right.
I can see it from suck it up, Buttercup, because that's what I got.
Well, yeah, it's got to be way harder now.
And I can see it from words hurt.
Yeah.
Don't pick on him.
But I mean, if you go home and your escape is, I don't know, Facebook or whatever, and there's all your friends, they're all there on there, you're getting it on there too. Or, I mean, there's just so many ways that people can bully you. It's more than just because the only time I got bullied was at school. It didn't happen at home unless my brother was just being a dick.
Yeah.
So you can escape it if now everybody's connected. I don't think there's any escape from it.
It can be dangerous, and people can get themselves in trouble easy. I remember one time, without going into too much detail, some guy was very rude to my mom, and I saw it on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, before I caught myself, I literally was like, don't think for a second I won't get in my car, drive to Arizona. He lived in Arizona, and beat the shit out of you. If you ever disrespect my mom again. But, if he'd said, hey, man tits, I'd be like, screw this guy,
How you doing, moobs?
It wouldn't have bothered me in the least. But him talking about my mom, as soon as I hit send, I was like, that's terroristic freaking threat.
Yeah.
This guy turned me in, I'd get in trouble. So it's that easy for that to happen.
Right.
I'm not saying it justifies it, but someone talking about your mom, it's real easy to, before you even know it, be like, I'll kill you.
You think that dude would have been like, you think, showing that to the cops, like, this guy's in Kentucky.
Well, he said, he responded. He said, I would never do that. Not my style. And I was like, and I just let him have it again.
God.
I was like, well, you did. And I'll kill you. And by the way, I meant it. I would have found him.
I believe it.
My mother's a saint, you son of a bitch. This isn't very Christmassy. That just hit me.
We just went off the rails from the beginning,
did.
man. We've gone from...
Okay, let's talk about something else.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful. That's so delightful.
And since there's no place to go,
Let us know, let us know, let us know.
what are you most excited about?
Where we finally kiss
Oh
goodnight.
How many listeners just
What
turned
is
off?
it? Who knows? What were you gonna say?
What, besides Star Wars, what are you most excited for Christmas?
Chocolate chip cookies.
Really?
For real. My mom will make them. My wife will make them, and I will eat them. All of the chocolate chip cookies.
I'm looking forward to my fuzz pedal.
You getting a fuzz pedal?
I know I got it.
You know it?
I know I did.
The Electro Harmonics
Satisfaction.
Satisfaction.
Yep.
Fuzz pedal.
As long as I play guitar, I've never owned a fuzz pedal. Not
They're
once.
fun. I always thought they're kind of noisy a little bit. There's some that I really like and some that I could just do
So I
without.
didn't really know what a fuzz pedal was. I didn't know that till you sent me that video the other day that Siamese Dream and Billy Corgan, that's how he got his
Yeah,
sound.
that looks pretty cool.
And I'm like,
man.
oh, that's a fuzz pedal.
Yeah.
The reason I want one, I read an article, I told you about it, the Pixies,
Uh-huh.
how they got their sound was using an overdrive pedal, or I think a tube screamer actually, and a
Mhm.
fuzz pedal.
Tube Screamer's awesome.
And
You can do so much with it.
I was
That's-
like, must have fuzz.
You need to watch some Jay Mascis videos, Dinosaur Jr. Like
Yeah.
he'll show you how to stack them and stuff.
But for you folks that don't know, a fuzz pedal is basically, well, the pedal's called Satisfaction because Rolling Stone song Satisfaction
Yeah, it's supposed to be that
has
same kind of
it's
guitar
that sound,
tone.
It's that sound. The down, 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 down. And come Christmas morn, I'm going to open it because I know I got it. And I'm going to play it, and I'm going to make a new pedal board.
That's gonna be the first one on there.
That reminded me of a Chris Rock. What movie was it where he's like, taste the booger because I know it's in there. Taste the booger while I
Talking about
his coffee. You put a booger in my coffee?
Is that in Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back?
Yeah.
I think it is.
You put a booger in my coffee? No, sir. You put a booger in my coffee. Taste it. Taste the booger flavor because I know it's there.
I know it's in there.
Oh, that wasn't Christmas me either.
Christmas me.
Christmas me.
Christmas me. So it's Christmas.
Do you have a present this year that you're like, ooh, I can't wait?
No, really. I'm just like there's nothing I want for.
Well, me and my wife set a limit on money. Like I think it's 100.
That's a good idea.
125,
Uh-huh.
and because we'll go crazy. Like last year, we spent like $1,000 a piece, and it was so stupid.
Yeah, everyone always goes crazy about spending beyond their means.
So we set a limit this year and said we're only going to spend $125 a piece.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was 125 on presents and no more than 25 on stocking stuffers. But anyway, and I still haven't told her anything else I want because that's the only thing I could think of.
Just that
A
pedal.
$60 guitar pedal.
All right.
She's like, you still got $60? And I'm like, I have no clue.
There's nothing else. I don't know.
Could you make it 100 because there's a sweet amp, practice amp, you know?
That'd be cool. Just round up. So, is Christmas a religious holiday?
Hmm?
Is Christmas a religious
No.
holiday?
Not at all. I think it is to certain people because, like, my family always, you have to take an effort to celebrate.
Uh-huh.
What am I trying to say? Like, my mom made an effort to make sure me and my sister understood this is all about Jesus being born.
Right.
But it was not created. It was created how we gonna make some cash.
Yeah.
I mean, it was.
It's pagan.
Yeah. I'm talking about the modern version when it turned into the pagan holiday turned
Yeah.
into go
Just
to
consumer.
Walgreens and
Just buy
Yeah.
all you can buy.
that's what Valentine's Day is. Father's. It's all
Mm-hmm.
conglomerates going. Man, these suckers will buy all kinds of stuff,
Right.
and I'm guilty. Like I just got through saying I spent $1,000 last year, but
Well, I can't. I mean, even if you're not going to buy nothing, deep down, I still want that present, whatever it is. But
Oh, yeah.
there's nothing I want. So it's just like, well, there's computer software and recording stuff I really want, but that's just going to have to make do with what we got for a while.
Yep.
It's just not happening.
were your parents? Did they
Oh, I was spoiled, man.
crazy like thousands of dollars worth of stuff?
Probably.
Really?
We'd have presents on Christmas Eve and presents Christmas morning. The presents they got us, and then the presents that Santa Claus brought us.
Oh wow.
So it was, yeah, totally spoiled.
My mom had I can't remember, $100 limit my whole life, something like that. I
Really?
could be wrong. It wasn't a lot.
So what was the?
But she was raised by my grandmother, who was born in 1910, so she lived right through the Depression. Like when my granny passed away, she had a buttload of money in the bank, and I was like, I thought we were poor. What happened?
You're just frugal.
But she lived through the Depression, and I think she just passed those values on to my mom.
Right.
But it's weird how it worked for me because my mom taught me the same way, and I'm like, woo!
I got some cash.
I'm
Buy a
gonna
guitar
this
pedal.
and this and this.
It's
Screw it.
done.
You can't take it with you. So
Retirement. Who cares about that?
I am stupid with money.
Well, maybe there's a good point for that. You just don't know if here one minute, gone the next.
It's weird
You
how
just don't know.
different things, like my granny raising my mom to be frugal,
Mm-hmm.
worked, but my mom raising me to be frugal just blew up in her face.
Yeah. You were probably spoiled too, to some degree, I'm sure.
Huh?
I said you were probably spoiled to some degree
absolutely.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. She did have certain rules, and I knew better.
All
Like
right.
if little things like, like if you go to jail, don't bother calling me. I went to jail in college one night. You think I called my mom?
No.
It's like, nope. That's a wasted call.
She won't call anybody else either.
Nope. She'll say, hate that for you. Sorry for your luck.
Is that the phone or the clink?
But yeah, if I wanted something, and she would do, my birthday's in January, she would always pull the crap. Like, I want a Nintendo. Well, that's over the 100. It's going to be $150.
Oh, maybe next year.
This will be your Christmas and a birthday. And I'd agree. And
I hope you like it.
you know,
So was there one present that you were like when you think back to your childhood Christmas, what was that one present you remember? Or are there more than one?
I remember one. The only one I really remember is one because Mom cried and said I ruined Christmas.
Oh, jeez.
I don't remember like being like, wee.
Yeah.
But she bought me a blue mug, just a plain blue mug. And I was, I don't know,
How
old
were you?
enough to be a smart ass.
Uh-huh.
Now I'd be like, thank you, Mother. I love you so much. Back then I was like, a mug? What am I going to do with a mug?
I guess drink something.
It's blue. It doesn't even have my name on it. This is stupid. And I looked over and Mom had a single tear form in her eye and it rolled down her
Aw.
cheek. And she's like, you ruined Christmas.
So I asked you about childhood Christmas, and that's the memory you have.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's a joke
Oh, my
now.
God.
Like a couple years ago, every few years, Mom will wrap up just a plain mug like from
Just-
her cabinet. And I'll open it and be like, mug? So it's
That is
it's not a
hilarious.
traumatic experience, but at the time it was pretty bad. You know when you're a kid and you do something, you're like, oh my God, I'm a horrible human being. I'm
Yeah.
a piece of shit kid.
Just didn't expect
I-
that reaction.
I felt awful. Because
Probably
I thought
thought-
I was opening like a G.I. Joe,
Uh-huh.
something cool, and I got a mug and I acted like a little biatch.
It's like getting socks.
You know
Might as
you're
well have been socks.
You know it was so traumatic because I didn't get beat. Like she was so hurt, like she
Right.
couldn't even discipline
It's
me.
like was that the reaction you were going for? Probably.
Huh?
Just being a smart ass looking to get
No, I
beat.
was pissed because I got a mug.
Well, that too.
But you know, she was too mad to whip me. She was just heartbroken. And
Right.
No, that's one of the things I really do regret. And I remember Granny cooking. But was there one for you? Was there one like
Well, I don't want to follow that story up. I just can't.
I got Castle Grayskull once? It was cool.
Yeah, I wanted this scooter, and then what I got was 9 lashes across the face.
You know what Dad said? You know what I got for Christmas? A
He's
carton
like,
of cigarettes.
Hey, smoke up, Johnny. God.
No, but Christmas was always great.
No, man, I was going for like a present. Like, I guess had to have been when Big was out, the Tom Hanks movie, where they dance on the
Mhm.
piano. I think it was called Footnotes or something. It was like a little mat you rolled out. And It was
Yeah.
electronic. You could step on it.
Oh,
and
like
it would-
from the
yeah.
big movie. Okay.
wasn't quite as nice as the one from the movie, but
I know exactly what you're talking
it
about.
had a little microphone with it too. Like I was so pumped about that, and
You
then
look-
you got it, and I probably played with it maybe for a week, just out of like, this
Yeah.
is what I got for Christmas. But when you got it out, and I was like, yeah, this I'm done with this.
My dad was always even worse with gifts. Not that he was heartless. He'd literally. I remember like opening a flashlight. He was just a really bad gift giver.
God.
Like and I
Yeah.
knew better than say that. Not once did I go, a flashlight. What am I going to do?
I guess I need it because I'm scared of the dark.
I was like, this is awesome. I'm going to love this and play with it every day.
Ooh, look, it's a lightsaber. It does this.
But yeah, Mom and like I didn't even believe in Santa growing up.
Never?
Mm-mm. Well, I
Wow.
may have when I was real little, but
Uh-huh.
Mom said she was devastated when she was a child when she found out Santa wasn't real. I'm like, you lied to me? Like it really hurt.
Right.
She's an emotional ass kid, apparently.
Well, that's kind
and she
of
said
a
she
big
never
deal.
wanted to lie to
Yeah.
us.
You tell kids that something's real and then it's not because it's the magic of Christmas. It's
So-
so cute that they believe.
I never got to actually experience the heartbreak of finding out I've been lied to my whole
Yeah.
life.
I remember it. My brother had a leather jacket, and he was driving, so I was like 10 or 11.
Nerd.
Yeah. It's like
Maybe Santa will bring me some sunscreen.
well, you know,
That's mean. I'm sorry.
maybe so I don't get burnt so bad. Maybe some nice sunglasses or shades.
With that light reflects off the snow, it can really get you.
Because sometimes I walk out in the middle of July and I just go. That's the ginger anthem right there.
I'm sorry.
What were we even talking about?
Your brother had a leather jacket. He was driving.
Oh, he left it in his car, and Mom said something about like that was a $200 jacket, and I was like, but Santa Claus got him that jacket.
And she went, "Oh
Yeah.
dear."
It's like, well, I kind of knew before,
Yeah.
but it's like that's still kind of that age where you can buy into magical things,
Oh,
I
yeah.
guess.
I still believe in magic. Don't get me wrong. I just don't believe Santa Claus.
Well, why not if you believe in magic? Why can't there be a fat man that
Well, I don't know if I believe in magic, actually. I believe there's things out there we don't know about.
you
Spirits,
believe in
ghosts, all that stuff.
spirits?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Hexes and whatnot.
Absolutely. So I don't really believe in...
Boil, toil in trouble.
Oh, God. I'm still laughing about that ginger. I'm sorry. That's...
God.
Woo!
That was-
Woo!
Gonna bring out Tony Clifton. Deal with me now. Son of a bitch.
Did you,
Ah! Can't talk to him like that.
did your mom... You had the pretty traditional experience growing up then, the getting a lot of toys and
Oh, yeah.
mom cooking big dinner, which my mom and granny always did. I say it like I did.
I don't remember dinners as a kid. I remember, yeah, we got a lot of toys and stuff. I remember the dinners now. I'm all
Man,
about that.
Christmas is potent. I will say that because to this day, I think there's a reason. Like you said earlier, I don't even. My wife says, "What do you want?" I can only tell her one thing,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm still excited about like
Yeah.
Christmas morning waking up and yeah,
Yeah.
and that's ingrained in you from childhood. It's got to be. Plus, we're human and we like getting shit.
Some Christmases, like, there was one Christmas where I worked, we listened to nothing but that Christmas music.
That would drive me crazy.
Yeah. Because it's the same songs
Yeah,
over and over. You can only
And
hear so
over.
much Burl Ives.
yeah. Or Perry Como.
It's like they start running together, like they get in your head and then they just run together. And
Yeah.
at least for me.
The only thing I do is when we put up the Christmas tree, I'll play Christmas music.
Yeah, and then Christmas Eve and
Yeah, then I'm pretty much done with the
yeah.
old timey Christmas song. I would rather hear like Christmas, Run DMC, Christmas in Hollis. What's that called?
Yeah.
Is it Christmas in
Is that
Queens?
what it's called?
Christmas in
I always just Run DMC
It's Christmas time in Hollis, Queens. I don't know,
Probably.
but I like songs like that, and I have a Johnny Cash Christmas CD. I play that every year.
Christmas in Hollis. Yep, that's
Yep,
what it is.
Christmas in Hollis. I love that song.
I like Pearl Jam Christmas Time.
Don't know if I
That's
heard it.
it's a B-side.
Well, right before we went on there, I played you the Tom Petty one.
Yeah,
Didn't
what
really
one
know
was
he-
that?
It's Christmas all over
It's
again.
Christmas. Yeah, I like the Bruce Springsteen.
Oh.
Santa Claus is coming
Yeah.
to town. You been a good boy, class. Now you been practicing all year. You go get that new saxophone.
I like what's the Paul McCartney one?
Oh, I meant to bring that up earlier when we was talking about the sun is up.
Simply having a wonderful Christmas time.
God, that song will drive you insane.
I like it.
It's a love-hate thing for me. Like, I love to hate that song, but I kind of like it too. But it's just,
Say what you want, it's catchy.
yeah. What is it about it that it's like, it just sounds like insanity to me?
Probably that. It's very 80s esque.
Yeah, but it's something more than that. I don't know what it is. That song just, it gets me. Like, I remember being trapped in a parking spot at college, and I had the radio on, and that song came on. And it was just like I was waiting on these people to move, and it was just, simply having kill these motherfuckers now. Get out of my way.
Well, you got road rage though.
Well, I got rage.
Brandon Smash.
Yeah. Bruh, me break that? Me sorry.
Yeah, I remember how.
Brandon,
I remember.
sorry. Sun's getting pretty low, big guy.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Any other Christmas miracles?
That's
or...
what I was just trying to think. Any other Christmas songs? I like the South Park Christmas stuff. Hitler singing "Mein Tannenbaum, mein
Oh, yeah.
Tannenbaum."
Do you actually listen to it though? Or, like,
No,
Christmas?
it's been a minute since I've listened. Since I've listened to that.
So yeah, I'm learning a lot tonight. I didn't know you was. You just don't think about things like that.
Like what?
Picturing you as a small child, like Santa coming. I can't wait to see Santa. It makes
And, like,
sense. I just never imagined
Yeah,
it.
I remember like Christmas Eve not being able to sleep because I was just so anxious, ready
Yeah.
to get up and open presents and play with all that crap.
I think the main thing for me was I don't know why I always love snow.
Yeah, and it doesn't
Anytime
snow
it
every
snow on
Christmas. It's
Christmas, I'm like,
usually
"Whee!"
we don't get too many white Christmases.
No, you don't. Well, I did. In my younger years, I did. It seemed like. But, since I moved to Ashland, I don't think it's happened once.
It's happened a few times.
Yeah. There's too many chemicals in the air here for it to snow.
There's less than there used to be.
That's why I've not had snow
Snow screen.
Snow
You need some cold cream.
snow cream since I
Snow
left
cream.
Fletcher.
Some yellow snow cream.
Because all the plants around here, I won't need that snow.
Nah,
Mm-mm.
put hair on your chest.
Yeah, give you a second cock or something. I mutated. The radiation in the snow.
It's another Audi.
Actually, when I moved here, I didn't know what allergies was.
I didn't know what snow was.
I'd never experienced allergies.
Oh,
And
God.
I lived here a couple years, and I called my mom. Was like, my eyes is just burnt, and I explained it, and she's like,
Yeah.
honey, that's allergies.
Yeah.
And-
It's like, I feel sick, but I'm not sick.
And I've read about it since then. You can develop allergies, but at the same time,
Yes,
different
I never had
environments.
them till I was 12, and then they've come back in later years.
What's a fact? You're living around these plants. They're pumping some shit in there,
Mm-hmm.
and it's going in your lungs. It's gonna mess with you.
Good luck breathing.
I think there's a big correlation between the cases of cancer around here and the location.
Well, I thought this was Christmas. Now you're Aaron Brockovich.
And I'm sick of it. I'm gonna shut them down.
You hear me?
What will be in the
I've
dark?
had enough, damn it.
You conglomerate steel mill people with your
I'm-
poisons.
I'm glad they shut that factory down. And all those people lost those jobs.
Did it shut? I thought it didn't shut down. did it?
There's been a couple plants that shut down.
Well, that sucks for people losing their jobs.
Yep. Sucks for the people who live in this area. That's
But
why,
maybe 3 generations from now, they'll have kids without 3 arms.
well, there's people on opioids. There you go. Merry Christmas.
Yep.
Drug-addled families. Ugh.
Since I've moved here, I live right by a train track, and there's been at least twice since I've been here that I've went outside, and someone be like, "You're not supposed to be outside. There's a chemical spill on the train hauling."
Oh, my
I was
God.
like, "God, this
Really?
can't be good."
What do I do?
Like,
Put on
okay.
my... Yeah.
I guess I'll go in now.
We get my hazmat suit, and I'll come back out to walk the dog.
But yeah, it's not just here; it's everywhere.
Yeah.
Look at the food we eat,
Don't know what's cloned.
and you know who I blame? Santa.
Santa.
I had to tie it into Christmas.
With you, Santa Claus. So we're closing in on an hour.
We are.
These are topics we might have to explore at a later date.
We have to have an after Christmas spectacular.
An adult themed where we cite cases of chemical spillage and let's just get us a big paycheck. Just go after these companies and they'll just shut us up.
Yep, we'll
We'll
be
just get
dead by after the first night. By the way, conglomerates, we were just kidding. We love your chemicals. We love them.
Can I have some more in my water?
Well, now that the show's over, I think I'll go outside and breathe some that fresh air from the factories. Love you guys.
It smells like a paper mill.
Anyways, it's the end for us. What would you think
This
would
is
be
the
the Christmas
end.
miracle takeaway?
Christmas miracle takeaway? Oh, gosh. I think it's got to go back to don't kick people in the face.
Absolutely.
Don't be a dick.
Be nice to your fellow man.
Love one another. Don't hurt one another. Take care of each other. And Godspeed. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry,
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas.
Is that a Christmas song? Merry Christmas.
Good night.